Welcome back to the Make Money Making Videos podcast. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode number 3 of the Make Money Making Videos podcast. This is all you're going to see from me. Unfortunately, my technical issues kind of played up and we unfortunately lost my video recording. So you're going to see a still shot of me with an equalizer effect going on so you can have something visual. But my man Video Motivator is going to be there on the left with his video active. I know it's an annoyance, but by all means, feel free to listen to the audio only version. Link down below if it is a problem for you. Hopefully it's not. There's so much value in this episode. We're focusing on the YouTube related stuff. Without further ado, let's jump into it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 3rd ever episode of the Make Money Making Videos podcast. Today, I got my friend Video Motivators, aka Christoph, on with me. What's going on? How you doing? Say hello to everybody. Introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm from Video Motivators. I basically started my son's channel some time ago, and I decided to do something on my own because I believe growing on YouTube is an awesome opportunity for everyone. And then I met Jack through the videos. He's also, so now I'm here. Thank you so much, by the way.
Hell yeah, perfect. And as you guys could probably tell, we are going to be focusing more on the YouTube side of the making videos journey opposed to the past 2 episodes, which have kind of geared more towards the freelance side. But today we're going to be jumping into the YouTube stuff. The last topic we talked about on the last Make Money Making Videos was a YouTube related topic. So it's a perfect way to jump into this podcast, which will be almost entirely on YouTube. I don't know what we'll get to, depending on where this goes. We might get to some other topics, but let's jump in. And I think the one thing which a lot of people overlook, which I want to jump straight in on, and I'm sure you'll understand the power of this right here, and you'll have some good things to say, is the importance of a niche when it comes to creating YouTube content.
100%. Year and a half ago, like let's say 1 year and 8 months ago, when I started my son's channel, I don't want to talk about it much, but it's like Chris GTX videos. If somebody want to look at it quick.
Yep, Chris GTX videos.
He's always in the chat, so you guys can miss it.
Yeah.
But when we started, that was our problem in beginning. We didn't focus on any niche specifically.
Yep.
So what we did is we started from this, like the Cosmo review, the little robot for kids.
Yeah.
It's an awesome thing. But anyways,
you're just doing a product review type of channel.
Yeah. So, but we didn't really know what we're doing. So we started from this one little review. Then we went to a couple of videos between one little game. Then we started to put our family kind of videos, playing some silly, little challenges or what have you, and then stuff like that. We even make a video on that channel, which took, I'm not joking, because I was not good at video editing at all that time. Right now I can do some stuff. I'm not saying I'm a master in it, but like, right?
Yeah.
So we made this video, the Orion X. You saw the trailer, the one that we sent you, the birthday thing. Anyway,
I think so. I can't remember right now, but
but either way, so the editing for the thing took me like, no joke, like 10 days. Okay.
Wow.
For like 12 minutes video. And it was so much work. My wife had to act in, and my kid was acting as well.
Yeah.
Almost 0 views. Because nobody could look for it, because nobody, first of all, would type such a title, number one.
Oh, you sent that to me, the one with the animations coming in and everything like that.
Yeah, with the robot, like...
Yeah, I remember that when you said it.
So it was cool, but nobody could find it. And also, so the channel didn't grow because there was no niche. It was just kind of like all over the place.
Just random content. Yeah.
Like for I would say 2 to 3 months, we were just posting a bunch of random videos. And then at one point, my son started to play another game. And even that didn't really do anything yet, because of course he was a tiny channel. He's like 20, 30 subscribers, whatever he had at that time. And he started to do more games. And then one of these games finally came out when the Apple dropped this augmented reality thing?
Yeah, the AR.
Yeah. So like they had this little AR dragon, which was like a cute little pet in the house. But it was relatively new. And so my son, basically, we made this video of him having the AR dragon in the house.
Yeah.
And normally he would get only like 10 to 30 views, views per video, I guess, technically speaking. But that dragon went up to like first day or two, went to like 80 views. So, okay, 80 views is nothing, but 80 views when you get 10.
Yeah. It's 8 times what you get. Yeah. It's
so
like, yeah.
So we actually did 5 parts of this video, and I think the last part got like 6,000 views, or 5 or 6,000 views, even I'm not.
There
I'm
you go.
Mistaken.
So you guys hit on a great thing to do, which is once you guys kind of struck gold, so to speak, you understood that you're going to keep digging. So you found something that works and you kept doing it. It's very much, if I relate it back to myself, it's like when I started making videos on not the advanced side of video editing, which obviously is a smaller community, but the beginner side. And I started telling people about free video editors that they could get, which is a super, toward the beginner side of, the video editing world. And I also, noticed those videos doing much better. And once you kind of catch on to and notice a little trend, so to speak, in terms of, the topic you're creating, that could be other ones, the length of the video, stuff like that. But in this case, it's the topic. Once you kind of struck gold, you want to keep digging. And that's a big tip to anybody out there watching this who might be thinking of a video that's doing really well that they maybe weren't sure they wanted to do more of. It might be a little bit different to their normal type of content, which they're maybe emotionally attached to, kind of. And if you are one of those people out there, which, so to speak, like we're saying, has struck gold, keep digging, because this right here is a perfect prime example of it.
Yeah, definitely. And also, like you said, the similar thing, like if one video, make the series of it too. Like, for example, if let's say your video will be titled like, great cameras 2018 or whatever, right? And then that video goes up for some reason, then make another video like great lenses for cameras. Make something similar. So the same audience that, came for the original video, they might even, first of all, get that video as suggested sometimes. But also, they're going to come back and like, oh, you know what? I need that lens. Let me check this out.
100%. So
make something extremely related or very similar, especially when your video picks up. Then you're going to go. Sorry.
No. I was agreeing with you. I was just saying,
So basically, so my son, just to wrap up this quick story. So later we started to focus only on gaming and tech videos technically. And then that dragon video started to go lower in views. But we posted another video actually before the dragon started to go down, which was like how to upload PS4 gameplay to YouTube. And it was related to gaming, by the way, because, how to upload, of course.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Running a restaurant or whatever.
It
was the similar, same niche, kind of tech video, but also gaming, because how to upload. And that video was dead for, I would say, 30 days. Totally dead. He had a couple of views, but I'm saying it wasn't going nowhere. And one time I'm checking the statistics with Chris, and he had some the views started to go, and then I see a little bump up again, and then another bump again. I said, wait a minute, that video is dying. So which video is doing that? So we went to the statistics, and I see that video that was dead for a month. I don't know how, but YouTube is amazing. That's the thing. You never know what's gonna happen. And he started to go up. Today, although it took almost a year, or I think 11 months or something, this video today has 20,000 views.
Exactly. Crazy. It got on the search results and it got into a little loop of recommendation. And that's the powerful thing about YouTube, which is why I stopped making just kind of going super hard on creating one video, which I was like, this is the video right here. I stopped that mindset and I just started making videos every single day, literally every day, because you're just putting up in your chances of getting one of those videos that just performs great out of nowhere, which is very common, actually. You know what I mean? It's really common for a video for you to kind of forget about it and then look back and it's doing phenomenal. And I've got literally loads of those videos. And I'll tell you a great tip for anybody who might be more on the beginner side is to go ahead and find yourself the real-time analytics. Real-time analytics is how you can actually see what videos are performing well on literally a minute-by-minute view basis. So you can go to the analytics and then change to real-time and actually have a look at what videos, and you can switch it to the most viewed in the last 48 hours, right? So you can start seeing those spikes and you can see the video, which is literally generating the most views on your entire channel. Also you can plan future content based on that. That's a great way to go back to the, striking gold. And then, digging further is you can actually see those videos, which are bringing in a load of views. And then if you actually start digging deep into the analytics, you can go into, for example, which countries that traffic is coming from, and the length that they're watching for, where it's coming from. So Google, suggested videos, the search results on YouTube. You can actually start identifying your traffic sources and everything like that, and then start planning future content kind of based around that. And I think that's one way to recognize videos which are already doing well, kind of on their own. But I think a lot of people don't understand maybe the mindset required to really be constantly educating yourself about the technical side of YouTube, which is how you can control the growth. And I'm talking about things like SEO, stuff like the search engine optimization, stuff like trying to get your videos ranked by using, heavy use of keywords, both saying them in it. And I don't know, do you have anything to share on the kind of mindset behind educating yourself constantly by figuring out more about SEO, all those sort of things?
Yeah, of course. That's extremely important. Actually, the video that I mentioned before, if I wouldn't, I spend, and I'm not even joking, I spend, because, Chris, my son, is 10 years old. What is he going to do research on YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, he's going to play a Fortnite game. He's like,
yeah.
But like, no, he likes his YouTube, but he's not going to go all the way spending 3 hours a day and doing research, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because he's a kid. I mean, what you going to do,
Yeah.
I spend, I'm not even joking, and this is not even joke, I spend minimum 500 hours on YouTube. And maybe I'm a little bit overboard.
But
I just love YouTube. I spend a minimum 300 to 500 hours, not before we started YouTube, but during, the process of us starting, and a couple of months later, 300 to 500 hours of watching other people, what they're talking about, and like how to optimize the SEO and all these little tiny tweaks. And that's why that video is getting views even today after a year or whatever it is, because when I click that video, it has like 12 ranking tags.
Yeah. There you go.
Crazy. So all the tags are green right now. Everything, every single tag.
So it's obviously performing. Yeah. It's in the right places.
So we had a situation, a couple of days ago when I was wondering, and I really want to help this kid. He actually wants something on our channel. I don't want to talk about it too much. But the point is, great channel, gaming channel, also music, nice videos. He has a little shaky voice, but that's how the kid talks. And great channel, love his content. Yeah, maybe it's not 1080p. I don't know what he's running on, 480 or 720, but awesome content. Like I'm adult and I love his videos, right?
Yeah, it's quality.
Nice. He talks nicely, like he plays GTA, this and that. But then I was like, why is this kid not growing? What the heck? Like, I'm wondering myself, like, I wanna, like, I wish I can go be in his state. I'm like, hey pal, let's just sit down, I wanna do this for you,
Yeah.
And I look and I click his channel, just kind of out of click his channel. I went to, because I have this, extension, TubeBuddy,
Yeah, of course. I use TubeBuddy as well, yeah.
So, so I went on my TubeBuddy, click his channel, and there you go. I checked the video, 0 description, 0 tags, not even 1 tag, nothing. And that's on probably, I'm not gonna say every single video because I didn't check like 100 videos.
Yeah, of course.
Like, but last couple of videos, there is 0.
Yeah.
Man, like, and that's what I'm gonna tell him next time. Just give him some couple of tips, because he is a good supporter of my kids channel, so we're gonna give something back,
Yeah, of course.
For ourselves. And basically, 0 tags, 0 nothing. So the importance of it is like, you're already doing the extremely hard. I'm not saying YouTube is hard work, but but you're doing something that you spend sometimes 2-3 hours to edit your video, make it great, and then you're not gonna. So it's kind of like you would have you wrote some amazing letter to somebody, and you made it without the post-stamp.
Boom, exactly.
Like you have to finalize. You have to put the tags. You have to put related tags, description, and all the stuff that goes around it, so that you can perform better. Because otherwise, you're basically losing like 90% chance of this video getting anyway. If the YouTube cannot even find it, nobody can ever find it.
That's the thing that's the thing that not a lot of people understand. Which it's a different mindset, because that right there in itself is almost more of a marketing mindset than just a creator mindset, which a lot of people step into YouTube with a creator mindset. But 100%, you're not giving your video any chance of actually going anywhere unless you're doing that kind of optimization stage, which is creating the video, yes, focusing on really quality content, then also focusing on, a nice edit. It doesn't have to be the most advanced thing in the entire world, but just a quality video that you've created. But then doing that kind of optimization stage where you're doing a clickable title, which you're thinking already with a keyword usually in the title, you know what I mean? Which is instantly hitting on something somebody's searching. Usually, if you can make the title a phrase, which somebody's turning in, typing in, which is phenomenal that it matches. You know, if it's a 100% match, if they type in, gardening shears review, and your thing is gardening shears review 2019, something like that. Boom, you hit perfectly. And then you can match that with the, tags and the short description. But you can kind of do defaults. So you can set up a default description and then just kind of add things to it based on like the keywords that you actually need. The keywords that you actually need. And by optimizing it, that is literally 99% of the journey. Like that's like pushing it out into the sea in a boat with no sail. But you put the tags, the SEO, and all that, and you put a fucking motor on that boat, and it's going. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
100%.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like and a lot of people say like, yeah, I have really great videos, and they're not going anywhere. But you gotta do this extra step. It's not even like I don't even consider this as extra step. It's just that's something
part
you gotta
of the
do.
process. It's part of the process.
Exactly. Maybe in beginning I was like, oh my god, I have to do this and that. Once you switch your mindset and you do it for every video, and not every video is gonna rank, obviously. But but if you have 100 videos and you didn't do it to any of them, well, guess what? None of them is gonna rank. So even if you have 100 videos and 2 are gonna go up, and these 2 videos are gonna bring you 10, 20,000 views. That's gonna gain you momentum, and you can do the follow-up and off you go.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, it's tough for people to create good videos in the first place. A lot of people put a lot of emphasis on the equipment that they need, don't they? Yeah. They put so much emphasis, and a lot of people won't even start, or they will create this excuse in their mind that they don't need to start yet because they don't, nobody's gonna like it anyways. I don't have a good mic, something like that. I started this channel with the most echoey audio in the world. My it probably still is echoey pretty much right now.
No, it's not.
I appreciate it, but my office has extremely high ceilings. You know what I mean? And I had super echoey audio right away, but it never deterred me. And you got to keep going. And I think, do you think that as well? Forgetting about the expensive equipment and just cracking on with it.
Totally forget it. I even from my own experience, sometimes I see some video that the guy tells a good story.
Yep.
And I'm like, and I'm in the video, and before I realize it's like 15 minutes. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean? And the guy has like low equipment, no lights and whatever, but the story is amazing.
Yep.
And I'm like watching this video out of nowhere, and I'm like, wow, And then some other guy's gonna have amazing equipment, but the story doesn't even like there is no story build up. There is nothing in there. He's just talking some smack, Like,
No,
like that don't connect, and it doesn't matter. He has good equipment, and still nobody's gonna watch this video. And also, for people who start, like Jack just said, forget about the equipment. Mm-hmm. Start with what you have, because the point is, first of all, you have to choose the niche, but sometimes the niche that you think you're choosing, it might switch later. Yeah. So you don't actually want to invest money to the equipment, because first of all, you don't even know what equipment you're gonna need, because your channel is gonna grow. So that's the thing. You might think like, oh, I need A, B, and C, and then you start the videos like, wait a minute, I don't need this. I have to sell it now. So why to do that step? Do videos with what you have, and then you're gonna grow, and then you're gonna actually buy equipment when you have already some little audience, and your audience is gonna appreciate it even more. Like, whoa, this guy is really upping his game,
Yeah, 100%. I mean, fucking Gary Vaynerchuk. You and me both watch Gary Vaynerchuk. I listen to his podcast all the time, and this guy will just record a phone call or something like that of him literally just talking to some people, over the phone, and it's just muffled phone, quality audio. It's coming out the phone or whatever. But the fact that there's so much value in that clip right there, I don't even notice it, and I literally think that I wouldn't. I don't know if I necessarily watch some entertainment based content if the quality was so intense, but the fact that if you could provide value in your content, that right there is like the deal sealer, if you will. If you can actually be providing value in your content, and that doesn't even have to be by doing maybe a straightforward example of that, which would be maybe tutorial type of content. It could be providing value in all sorts of different ways, and even escapism can be value for somebody.
Yeah, of course, like value can be in entertainment. It could be in anything that people do, if
Yeah.
somebody wants to learn something and stuff like that. But yeah, like I do the same thing. I realize sometimes I'm watching Gary Vaynerchuk and I'm like I said before, I'm doing my job, right?
Yep.
And in the morning, I have those little couple of minutes that I can sit down finally and like play my phone. We have no cameras in the building, so I can do that. And that's why I'm like always chatting and doing whatever. With YouTube, usually YouTube related anyway.
Yeah.
Right? But what I'm saying is like, so sometimes I click this Gary Vaynerchuk or some other people, and they don't have good quality. But before I realize, I'm like, Jesus Christ. What?
You don't even realize.
I still gotta finish up my job. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. The time just goes.
The story is amazing. I want to hear what this person, even like you said, on the phone with speakerphone is talking about. I'm like, whoa, this is so, and before you know, the time goes 45 minutes. I'm like, wow.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
So
I wouldn't put too much pressure on equipment. I would rather, basically in beginning, not that we are any bigger or anything, but I'm saying like, forget about it. We have too many people, even right now that my kids' channel is even small, but we have already people are saying, Chris, what's your advice? What equipment to buy to start the channel? And we we put them in the capital. No equipment. Start the channel first. Start.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. You got to start.
About it,
People drive themselves crazy. They really do. I mean, so your son's 10 years old, Chris.
Yeah. 10 years old.
YouTube, that perhaps is a phenomenal example. Why is YouTube such a great platform for people of all ages?
This is oh man, I can talk about this all day.
Well, I can tell. Like I definitely wanted to give context to the people. Your son's literally 10 years old. He's doing he's got about 2,000 subscribers on his channel.
That's actually yesterday, by the way.
There you go. Exactly. For everybody watching this, that's how me and Video Motivators got connected. Video Motivators is the dad of a subscriber of mine. And we decided to do this podcast because, it originated from me interacting with his son, from his son supporting my channel. So you're a phenomenal person to talk to about this. I also share a lot of people on my channel who are on the younger side. I'm really young myself, 20 years old, but there's people who are much younger than me. And, you have firsthand experience with a young content creator. So definitely, sorry for interrupting you right there, even though we just got started. But why YouTube is such a great platform for all ages?
It's great for all ages because, generally speaking, when I think about YouTube, I don't think as this highly polished. No, I'm not saying there is no high quality videos on YouTube.
Yeah, of course.
Right now, everybody's upping the game, and your next door neighbor has like 3,000 cameras. So I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying like, what's crazy about YouTube is still that this platform wide open, meaning like any idea that you can potentially share, unless it's something that YouTube doesn't like. Of course, that's a different story.
Yeah, of course.
But generally speaking, like anything you can share, on YouTube goes. So in that formula, it's not like a TV or, cinema content. Even like Will Smith, he's huge. But basically, he even says, I watched a couple of his videos. Yeah. And that motivates me too. And I know, like, obviously it's going to be easier for people like that to grow on YouTube.
Yeah, they got a whole team and everything story, like that. Of course.
But my point is, he even says, when I do movies, I love the process, but I'm not free. Because I can
totally.
I have movie director. This guy tells me what to do.
A massive team around you. Yeah.
So even if you're like 5-7 years old and you start some little gaming channel and stuff like that, or whatever it is, it doesn't have to be gaming channel, by the way. I'm not advertising gaming for kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So of course, but it could be educational. It could be like playing with your parents some games. I mean, look at this, like Ryan Stoyer. You're crazy, right? Of course, You know Ryan Stoyer?
The number one most paid YouTuber.
Crazy, right? But anyway,
he's what, 10 years old or 9 years old or something like that, or 8 years old.
9 years old.
9 years old, 8 years old. Yeah, he's the highest earning YouTuber on the Forbes list. So the highest earning YouTuber that reported.
So that's crazy. But the point is everybody can start, and you don't need actually a lot of equipment. So I'm gonna base it on gaming because that's where I have most experience with my son's gaming channel.
Of course.
So when we started, what we did is basically we would have his iPad and my phone, 2 pieces of equipment. And we would basically record the screen from the iPad and then record the phone separately. So he would be playing the game, recording the screen, and having phone that time, I think iPhone 6 or whatever it was. And we would basically match it together in editing software, which is, by the way, right now, like Jack is always saying, there is a lot of free editing software, which is amazing. You know?
Yeah, of course.
And you can even edit videos on the phone. So basically that way, even a kid can start as long as they learn how to do it. And, you know, they can pretty much operate 10 years old. They can start the, whatever it is, the channel. It can be gaming, toys, or whatever it is. But also for, you know, obviously most people, when they think about YouTube, is about thinking about generation like you, Jack. You know, 15 to 25 or 30 kind of like entrepreneur mindset. Oh, this is for young kids because they hyped about it, this and that. But I think it's no longer the case, because I see a lot of YouTubers starting 50, 55. I saw some lady guest on I forgot right now if it was whether Tim Schmoyer, one of these like influencers too.
Of course.
And the lady was 71 years old starting a YouTube channel.
Wow.
Like it's amazing. And she got like 10 or 15,000 subscribers within like a year and a half or whatever it was. I was like, wow, you know, your mind is blown, like how open this is. And the reason is because, you know, while, for example, the kids, you know, they're gonna attract obviously younger audience, you know,
of course,
like that, or toys and stuff like that, obviously. But in the same token, not necessary, because let's say this kid is doing like little toy reviews with his parents, and then the parents might be like, oh, you know what, we watch this too, it's nice, you know. We see some toys and stuff like that. And also, so for example, people your age, right, meaning like young generation and very motivated. So obviously this platform is definitely for you, because, you know, you have your entire life ahead, number one, which is awesome. Big, right? To grow, you know, so imagine when you're gonna be 30 and stuff like that, where you're gonna be with YouTube.
It's pretty crazy to think about. I know,
So the platform is good, but it's also good for older people too. We have some extra, and that Gary Vaynerchuk always says about it too. We have some little stuff for our stuff too, like little plus, because, you know, we have a lot of experience that you are like, you know, like all the way. So I'm not, you know, but there's a lot of kids who are like 16 to 17 and they still thinking like 12 years old.
Of course.
So we have this experience that, you know, like sometimes even in the simple like chat or comments, you know, like when the kid is gonna reply, is just gonna reply the short reply, but we're gonna know this is not exactly respectful, you know, reply better, you know, like make nice comments.
Of course,
so we have some little experience. I think whether you know 8 or 15 or 35 or 50, doesn't matter, because when you open YouTube, you have experience in something. I even know channels that they you know, do like story time only. And they're growing like crazy because they share all the stories for us like 40 years.
And they got a lot of them.
And they,
Exactly. They got them all.
So they build the story, and I'm listening. Wow, this is crazy, you know.
Definitely. I mean, that's the thing that makes YouTube so unique, is there's equal opportunity for everybody.
Everyone.
Not only of age, but of everything. Every pillar that maybe like could be a deterrent for maybe a more commercial setting, like for example, like the Will Smith thing, going back to that, like a TV set or something like that. YouTube, there's no barrier of entry. We all have a phone. Literally, the entire world, even homeless people have the iPhone now.
That's right.
They might have the iPhone 4. It's a little outdated, but they got the iPhone. Like everybody, you know what I mean? They all got the iPhone. Everybody got iPhones, and iPhone is it's a more powerful thing than they had, you know, back in even the fucking 90s probably to be shooting those videos. You know what I mean? So there's no barrier. No. What were you gonna say?
No. I had the camera. That you know, we had a video when I shoot it with like the you know, the camera full size, like this size, you know. This was like the mini DV, whatever, these little tapes, you know, this size.
Oh god, you push it in the side.
You like push it and go right. So mini DV, whatever this thing was called, I don't even. But anyways, so that was like not so long ago. That was, what was it, 12 years ago? And that was a relatively okay camera. It was not $5,000 camera.
Of course.
It was $1,200 camera. And now we just did this video with my son, and you know, and I'm checking how many like, you know, resolution, how many pixels is this gonna play. I thought it was 360 or 480. Guess what? YouTube plays it at 240. That means this freaking image is 240p.
Holy shit!
And I'm like, damn.
And that's that camera from what, 12 years ago?
12 12 years ago.
Yeah,
Now your phone can do 4K. Like, it's ridiculous.
That's what I mean. That's why I've been doing more and more stuff about mobile videography, because I got so many people who are on my channel, and also people who, aren't on my channel, obviously, that are literally choosing to do mobile videography because of just the nature of this phone getting so much better. And, I'm the same. All my vlogs, instead of, bringing a camera out, my vlogs on my channel, they're all shot on the phone just for simpler purposes. And also I could bring a friend with me to shoot, third person shots of me actually at a gig filming stuff. And then they can get shots of me, but they're just using their phone. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of YouTube. There's literally no barrier of entry. The barrier of entry is just having, of course, there's not everybody, almost everybody, but not everybody in the world has a phone. Like, that is, I guess, the only barrier of entry is just having something that you can record on. But the fact that there's a platform that we can just upload stuff to, completely free to upload, almost everybody has access to it, and it's a completely free place. That's why so many people have flourished. And it's all about a topic of interest. And just like that, whether you're a young kid whose topic of interest might be slime, that's a big one, or video games, or something like that, you know what I mean? You can build an audience around it, and there's destination. I think that's what YouTube is. It's the destination. You got a destination with an overcrowded destination of people who want content. There's not enough content. People are absorbing so much, like they're absorbing the content. They're soaking it in like a sponge. And if you have a topic of interest and you upload, and you've also got the patience, because that goes back to the mindset style, almost anybody, whatever you look like, whatever age you are, wherever you're from in the world, you can actually gain success on it, which is almost an entirely unique spot. Like, is there anything that's really come along that can be related to YouTube in like a real way?
What do you mean related to YouTube in a real way? Well,
is there anything that has, like, what led to this? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, for example, there is like no other platform that you can do the same.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But anything else up there, like whether it's Twitch or Twitter and stuff like that, there is no other platform that is gonna pretty much let you express yourself. Meaning, like, make whatever videos
content you want to talk about. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, posted them, and basically, and then, because it's free, like you said, it's free. That's the amazing part. Because, for example, if you would have to pay for it, even monthly, even if it would be like $10 or $20. By the way, YouTube, I'm not suggesting doing that. So.
Yeah. We're trying to keep it free over here.
But you would black so many people, because imagine there is some kid, who doesn't have zero budget.
Yep.
But he has his iPad or whatever, so you would limit so many people, but because it's free and it's so wide open, and you can, and also with the niche, that's another, I want to come back. Let me backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
So with the niche, the best advice I would give people, because they're like, how do I choose the niche? Well, very easy. What do you do in your free time? And they're going to be like, well, in my free time, I watch videos about cooking.
Yep.
Well, then, for last 3 years, you're watching videos about cooking. I'm sure you learn thing or two. I'm sure you're cooking as well. Yep. So do that then. Do what you like to do. That's the best thing to do. Because then it's going to come natural. Like, you don't have to fake it, because you basically like to do it anyway. And that's your niche. I mean, that can be better than that.
100%.
You basically, whatever you normally like, then do it. Like, I like motivated people, like basically anything with motivation, boosting somebody up. That's why also one of the main things I like your channel. Because you're boosting small YouTubers. You're giving them a shot by like showing your videos. I'm sorry, their videos.
Bringing them on the channel and everything. Of course.
Bringing people and making this community for like there is gonna be people who watch humongous YouTubers too on your channel, but there is gonna be also a lot of small creators that are like, you know what, this Jag is cool. I can do the same. They can be like, wow, in maybe 2, 3, 5 years, I could be like Jag, and I could have people on my show. And
that right there
is amazing.
I want to pause you right there, because you just said that. 2, 3 years. The way you said that, right, is you're understanding what it takes. This is something which I want to talk about this. This is great right here, all right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I think, underestimate how quick things are going to click for them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You talked about not even realizing the type of content that was going to kick off at first. You know what I mean? So obviously it was a trial and error thing. And I think people big themselves up in their mind and maybe they base their personal success off of maybe what they've seen others do on YouTube. And people need to understand YouTube as a long-term thing. This is something that you want to work for tomorrow. I've been building this audience and this is not the first audience that I built on the internet, right? So I've been building this audience with all the added information that I know about building audiences from the future ones. And it's taken me 18 months. I'm at about 18, 19 months from when I uploaded the first video of this type of content, the video editing, videography, and make money making videos type of content. And, things are just starting to click right now. So we're talking about 18 months, 300 plus videos to get to the point that I feel like I'm starting to gain traction. And that right there is, again, going back to what you just said about needing to love this stuff, because it's impossible to do an 18, 19th month grind with something you're not enjoying. So picking the thing you enjoy and then understanding YouTube as a long-term goal and a learning process.
Yeah, most definitely. If somebody doesn't enjoy it, the first thing is going to happen, they're going to give up extremely fast.
Quick.
It could be a matter of 30, 60 days. This is
not even. That would be a good 30, 60 day. People aren't even getting to the 15-day mark.
Yeah. They made 3 videos.
It didn't kick off. It didn't kick off on the third video. Exactly. It didn't kick off on the first video. Some people get deterred, or they get a negative comment, or they get a dislike, or something like that. Man, dealing with haters. That's something a lot of people could use a couple words on. You know what I mean? Dealing with the people that are going to jump in there and actually hating. When I started my channel, it was on the back of a different type of channel, like a little bit of info on me. I blew up on the internet. I say blew up because it felt like I blew up, but I really gained I gained traction on the internet when I was 15 years old for the first time. And I got to about 100,000 subscribers just below. I was a video game YouTuber. And, I just like Chris, exactly. That's a very template kind of thing that young kids get into, is they're obviously naturally playing games with their friends, talking over the mic anyway. So they start making YouTube content. For me, I did the same and it kicked off. And then I actually got bored of that type of content because I saw so much success in such a short period of time. I guess I didn't really feel that, connected to it. I guess it just happens all quick. I was like, oh, cool, yeah, it's just a thing that's happened. So I took a break and got into the freelance video editing and videography, and then came back. 2 years of inactivity, and the channel had gone down a bunch of subscribers, and the people were there for a different type of content. And for the first, only now I'm getting to the point where people are fucking with me again, as part of that old channel. But for the past 18, 19 months, the people who were still left over as part of that old channel were pissed, and they were, you know what I mean? And naturally, I got probably much more not constructive criticism, much more hate than a lot of people. You know what I mean? Because I had this X audience, if you will, and now I'm at the 18, 19 mark now. 18, 19 month mark now, where people are starting to figure me out. And now a lot of the people who were part of that old audience are commenting much more. I'm getting these comments all the time now, like, we love what you're doing. We love how you've transitioned. I personally have gotten into videography myself. So it's, you know what I mean? And it's connecting much more with my ex-audience. But at first I had to deal with an amplified amount of negative reaction,
I'm sure,
to get to this point. So I dealt with it more than these people that I'm talking to right now who might be dealing with it. And do you have any words to share on this? I'm sure Chris has received a negative comment one time and come to you, and I'm sure you have some firsthand experience.
More than one time.
Let's talk about it.
Like, YouTube blocks all the really bad comments, the F words and
of course.
This and that, right? But when it's kind of almost funny in the way.
Yeah.
Because when we make first bunch of videos, and whatever views we would get, there was no negativity at all. Oh, nice video. Somebody wouldn't make tremendous comments, but they would be like, oh, cool video, right?
Yeah.
Then once they saw, this is the crazy part with negative people.
Yeah.
Is they almost like a magnet if you're growing.
Yeah. 100%.
And you don't have to be even far away down the line. As soon as they see that let's say you were gaining a couple of subscribers a month, and then you drop another 50 in another month, they're like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're miserable. Exactly.
It's crazy. And they're like, oh, your channel sucks. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I told my kid, we got the first negative comment. I like 1 or 2 comments, and my kid is reading. I'm like, Chris, you're on the way, bro. I told him straight up.
Yep.
Here you go.
Yeah.
This is your success. I said. I told him.
Yep.
Once you start receiving negative comments, what that means to me, from experience, is like these people see you as technically. I don't see as YouTube like even I have small channel, but like even my kids channel as competitors per se.
Yeah.
But a lot of negative people, they see it as you're my competitor. So I said, as soon as you have these negative comments, they basically see you as kind of threat to them, and that's why they're making these comments. So if you see hate, that only means they already see something going on that they don't like it. The reason they don't like it because instead of being positive, they're like, "Oh, this kid why is he getting subscribers?" Whatever. So yeah, so I wouldn't pay attention to negative people because guess what? If you have like 200 subscribers, you might have few negative people. If you're gonna have 20 or 50,000 subscribers, well, guess what? You're gonna have a lot. Yeah. And if you're gonna pay attention to every single stupid comment that you receive, your hair is gonna go more gray than mine in period of 2 weeks. So. So you know what I mean?
And it's 100% true.
You just have to take it with a grain of salt. You basically, you look at the comments, whatever,
Totally.
So my son is funny because in beginning when he was streaming, he's a kid. Of course, he doesn't want to be offended, and
Yeah.
You get first couple of bad comments. So right now he's streaming. I'm over watching his streams because he's 10 and people talk some random crazy stuff, We have even people starting to comment, "Oh, you're so cute. Can I have your phone?" I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
At the parents, you got to be there to monitor that type of stuff. Yeah.
So I have to monitor it for his safety and for him being comfortable. So I always have my phone. I'm always in his chat and whatever.
Parental thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, But the point is, in beginning, he was kind of like little bit mad about it.
Yeah.
But now he looks at the comment and sometimes he even smiles and he shows me like, take him out, like.
Yeah. Get him gone. Yeah. I feel you.
Because he knows like there's going to be people who, and the most haters, that's the other thing too. If somebody says, for example, if somebody is constructive, "Oh, your channel is okay, but it's, you need to develop." That's that's constructive criticism.
Oh yeah, totally.
I love that stuff.
Here's what I always...
Maybe this guy is right, actually.
Christoph, that's actually funny you said that because I always say this to myself. And, I can't wait for them to be right. I can't wait for the hater to be right. I can't remember what it was and this shows how meaningless the hate comments are. You're not going to remember it, but I gave someone their props one time. It must have been 8 months ago or something, but they said something that hit me. And I responded to them. I said, wow, that is actually a good analysis of me in that situation. I gave them their props for being correct on that. And that's the thing, man. I can't wait for a hater to be correct. I can't wait because it's almost 99% complete garbage what they're talking about. So it's relief.
Pure nonsense. They don't even know what they're talking about.
They never know what they're talking about. So it's relief. If you get a hate comment, you're like, you know what? This guy has a point. I could actually take that point and I could apply that. And, you know if it resonates with you, and it slides right off you if it means nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 100%, it is all about that mentality. If you're not seeing any hate comments right now, you're probably at a small point. The bigger I've gotten in this 18th, 19th month window is I didn't get not a single hate comment for probably 6 months, and then they started coming. They started creeping up, and now I get still not loads, but at least one a week. You got one a week coming through, and it's exactly that what you said. I'm so glad you said that because it's exactly the way I see it. It's a stamp of approval. The more hate comments they're giving you, the more you got something that they don't have, and that they envy, and the more leverage you have.
That's right. And
100%.
And it's also good points, by the way. And it's also, it's also the channels that comment this stuff is, for example, if you have you have 78 or whatever thousand subscribers. And the person that is going to make negative comment on your stuff is never going to be a channel I can bet on it with over 1,000 subscribers. I can almost put my life on it. It's always going to be this person that has 7.5 subscribers.
Of course.
And and he's doing YouTube for a year, not doing anything because basically, if he would be doing something, he would be at least a little bit.
Exactly, man.
So there's always these people with 10 subscribers and they're like, "Hey, your channel sucks." Yeah.
Yep.
And then I go to sometimes I'm like interested too, like,
yeah.
really?
Let's see what your channel's like. Yeah.
Channel, and their channel has like 2 videos and the camera goes up and down. You cannot even see their face. I'm like, yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You're not really here to tell me about that.
In the comments, it's like plain nonsense. So this type of comments, we're not getting super busy, by the way, because we're a very small channel.
Yeah, of course.
So like on my kid's stream is gonna be like, 5, 7. Sometimes if he's super lucky, maybe 15 people watching at once, in like best day or whatever, right? But even then, like there is negative comments. So before even me, I try to reply to them, hey, chill out, whatever. Now if something is so negative that is like almost annoying to the audience, first of all, the audience doesn't see it because it's black.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever. And then I pretty much take the comments out, boom, one by one. I'm like, you know what? We're not just gonna spam because what happens is my son has the split screen, right?
Yep.
So like on one side here's the game, and then only the skinny bar, like on this side, for example, is gonna be pretty much the chat.
Yeah.
So basically, if there is a lot of these comments and some guy spams the word, let's say F you, something bad.
Yeah.
And he spams it 10 times. What that does is the real comments that are actually valuable are getting pushed, and my kid cannot see it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to push up.
Yeah, so you need to get them gone. It's actually destroying the content that's worthwhile.
Gone, and finally, if this guy makes the same comment 3, 5, 7, I'm like, yo, bro. So I basically knock him out. I put him in timeout because it's not the reason that like I don't want to play with it, but basically, like I don't want to occupy my kids' comments with some pure nonsense that has zero value, and somebody's just being jealous. I don't know for what reason, because we're not that huge or anything. But basically give the people chance to chat, the normal chats, not like somebody's just being jealous and negative only for the reason to being negative without even checking any other videos on the channel. So that's the point, I guess.
I completely agree, and that's awesome how you actually have got such an active role in helping your son build a channel, not only just giving him pointers in terms of tech by setting up helping him set up all the tripods and everything like that, but you're also in there actively moderating his live stream chat. This is actually phenomenal for me to hear, and it's actually given me a topic which I think we should talk about. I think it could provide some value to a very niche kind of group of people, which is, what would be your advice to fellow parents whose children are thinking of or already actively involved in creating YouTube videos?
I can talk about it until Christmas of 2025.
Let's do it. Hopefully we got some parents watching this and a lot of people about to get value.
Awesome. So my advice would be, number one, and this I see the most, is kind of disturbing to me in the way, which is parents blocking their children from even trying YouTube, for example. My issue with this is because mostly is like, well, because the school is important. Of course, the school is number one and it should be priority. But for example, like let's say some kid plays 5 hours a week of gaming, right?
Yep.
5 or in the weekend 5-6 hours. Let's make it 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
So he plays these games for 6 hours, meaning you actually allowing him to do something else than schooling for this 6 hours.
Totally.
So if your kid is feeling good about it, like let's say you have son or daughter that is like 7-10 years old, and she wants to do some little videos on the weekend, like I don't see the reason why not to try it. Of course you have to have limits, because if you're a parent, your kid has to go to school, has to have good grades. But I'm only talking about the spare time that they would basically do something else, whether playing games or anything like that, especially if they already play electronics, let's say for gaming channel, right?
Yeah, of course.
So why not to give the kid that chance? And also, not basically, that's what, like, I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk a lot.
Yeah.
Not every single kid is going to be a doctor. Not every single kid is going to be, a lawyer. Or or electrician, or who knows what.
A small percentage,
small
percentage actually will go on to be those things, which are like the template things.
Yeah, exactly, the template things. So basically, the school, provides value, because we have to be educated. We have to learn how to speak and write, and basically be sharp. But also, the template sometimes doesn't work for some certain kid, and maybe he's gonna be the next social media guru. Maybe he's gonna grow from being 8 years old to be a motivational speaker when he's 20. He's gonna be on stage and 500 people are gonna listen to him. Like, that's the thing. I don't understand the concept, and a lot of this stuff comes from like kind of old school mindset.
Yeah.
Which I have members of my family. Hopefully they're not gonna see this, but the point, I don't know. But also, even friends. A lot of friends are like, no, that doesn't make sense. Like, who would ever make money on YouTube? Like that. The mindset is basically, because the mindset is, education, and of course, education is the most important. But also, there is different ways to educate yourself.
100%.
Even with YouTube, if some kid has passion and he wants to, let's say, do some little toy reviews or whatever he's doing, or even, like I said, slime videos. Let him express himself, because that's going to make your kid happy. And sometimes he might actually get even better at school, because you let him do what he likes to do the most. And you never know when he's going to basically end up. So I would say to the parents, at very least, don't completely block your kid from doing, for example, YouTube.
Yeah, at the least, definitely.
You have to control it, because there is also the danger side of it, unfortunately. That's the problem, So, like, if some kid is 7-10 years old, of course you're not just gonna give him the iPhone. Set up your account.
Free roam. Totally.
Like, you're not gonna do that.
You need to watch over him, of course.
Yeah, but at the same time, let them express themselves. You never know when they're gonna end up. It's so, like, especially right now with all these technologies. Yeah. Well, while you're blocking your son or daughter from basically, doing YouTube, your son or daughter is watching another people's YouTube. Yep,
100%.
This is amazing. So
I know.
The point. Like, they could do the same and then actually have nice future, or at least something extra, like icing on the cake in their life. Something that would keep them motivated and happy and wake up and start the day the right way, I would say.
It's something to build towards, right? And it's a weird overlap, I think. It's a weird overlap. You have some progressive families and households, like yours is, it's extremely, this era, this age right now. But you do have a lot of people who are out there who have the different mindset. Like you said, maybe certain family members that or friends that that are kind of operating on a more old school mindset, which is applying the tactics and the kind of the tactics of yesterday to today, which is
which is not gonna work.
No, it's a broken game, 100%. There's literally 1,010 times more opportunities today because of the internet than there is from than a previous generation actually grew up actually having access to. And I totally agree. You're massively limiting. I don't think you should put limits on anything on your kid. I'm 20 years old. I'm still a kid myself. You know what I mean? So what the fuck do I know? But I personally don't think they should, people should put limits on their kids. But also, keeping your kid in school makes the most sense. I've been doing YouTube since I was 10, 12, something like that. I was actually blowing up. It felt like I was blowing up, but gaining traction on my YouTube channel when I was in school. It was doing really well. And I would beg my mom. I said, please let me drop out. Please let me drop out. You know what I mean? I'm going all the way. I used to beg my mom probably from at least 15. I was begging my mom to get out of school. I was actually begging her probably from 13 or 14 to get out of school. But she saw all this going on. Kids' parents would come up to my mom in the supermarket and they would say, our son or our daughter is a huge fan of your son. They watch his content. These things were happening, to my mom. But even though she understood kind of the severity, for lack of a better word, or the scale of what I was building, and the fact that it was having a real impact, even like I said, on people coming up to her and having to tell her that their kids were fans and stuff, she still made me be in school, which in retrospect, of course, was the smartest thing to do, because school is it's a safety net plan. It's like a safety net for everybody, pretty much. If you are a kid prodigy, multi-millionaire app designer at 16 years old, you can understand. All right, let's let the kid out of school. He's a multi-millionaire prodigy app designer. It makes sense. Let's let him out. But unless there is a really what's the word? Overt, abrupt kind of sign like that, if you will, it makes perfect sense to keep to actually keep your child in education, but also not close off any avenues, like you've not closed off any avenues, but a lot of more closed mind kind of people might have closed those avenues. But you want to give as much freedom as possible.
Yeah, because you never know what's gonna happen next,
Yeah, totally.
Like my son, like I said, he's the amazing thing with the technology, like you just mentioned, internet and technology generally. Like, I think I told you, I'm not sure if I told you the story. I think we did, but the point is, like a week and a half ago, my son was streaming,
Yeah.
And we're streaming, and we just opened the little donations on the stream. Just recently, like a month ago. We just got monetized on the channel. My son doesn't make any money on it, but just the fact that we got monetized, that's a huge step.
Yeah. Right? It's a sign of more. It's a sign of more to come. Exactly.
Yeah. So oh wow, we got monetized. Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah.
So he's streaming, and the funny part about it is because he's so occupied with his stream.
Yeah.
That he's paying attention to the chat, but not like looking at it very closely.
Yeah.
And so somebody dropped 20 rupees. Now, I didn't even know what that value was because I never saw this symbol in my entire life.
Yeah, you had to Google it. You had to copy paste it, put it in the converter.
Yeah, I'm like,
on Google. Yeah.
No, but I didn't actually know what this was.
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't even put it to convert. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you were scratching your head, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so my kid gets so hyped up, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God. He goes.
Yeah.
So I actually went shut off his microphone. I said, Chris, just this is same thing. It doesn't matter if somebody drops $1 or 20. Yeah, of course, tell them thank you, but let's find out what this is. This is not dollars, by the way. So my son is like, he said the thank you to the person and all 9 yards. So I basically told my son, ask this person, what is this currency? I'm just kind of wondering.
You didn't even know like that. Wow.
What was like? I was scratching my head. So the guy says, I'm from India.
Yeah.
Right? So it was 20 rupees. Okay, long story short, it was 28 cents in American value.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is how crazy this is. My son is in US streaming some silly game like Fortnite.
Yeah.
And some guy from India, thousands and thousands of miles away, donates money to his stream in US. I mean, that's crazy. If you think about the potential of this, like it's beyond belief. Like, if I had this technology when I was a kid, I wasn't really like, actually, this is the funny part.
Yeah.
We might switch this to other topic, but
for sure.
Say quickly. I had some little mindset like that, like try to always do something. But that time we were actually copying the games because that time, like we didn't even know that you're not allowed to copy some game to somebody. We actually didn't know. Like, this is not like copyright stuff, we're like, whatever,
Oh, right, yeah. You're just taking the idea and everything.
Yeah, no. Actually copying the game on some other design selling to somebody. We didn't know. I was only like 12 or 14, and I didn't even know this is illegal. We didn't know. We were kids, 12.
Wait. Hold on. I just want to make sure I understand you. Are you talking about bootlegging games and reselling it on? Right.
No,
I understand.
I did it like only 2 times because when I found out, I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this.
Yeah. But this could be some time.
So they have like a big hole and everybody's doing copying games and whatever.
Yeah.
And but the point is, if I had this technology that the kids have today, man, I would be like flying right now.
100%.
Imagine?
Yeah, I know. So many people.
So basically, so you can do whatever you want on YouTube, or sometimes kids don't like YouTube. Sometimes kids like some other social media. And of course, coming back to the parents thing, you gotta control what they do. Not control, but I would say overwatch at least what they're doing, because there's a lot of danger there as well.
Definitely. But
the opportunity is beyond belief.
The opportunity, that's literally that right there could be a wonderful thing to end on. I think, Christoph, we've been going for an hour right there. I think it's all good. I love that topic we just ended up on with the parental advice, because it's a new territory, that right there, right?
Definitely.
Let's think. So when I was 15, I started the gaming channel when I was gaining traction. it was a weird thing 5 years ago to be a YouTuber. It's like every fucking kid is a YouTuber now. It's the most natural thing in the world. But even just 5 years ago, it was much weirder. I was like literally the only one out of the entire 200 people that I was in the year with, or I knew one other person pretty much. And now that I'm out of school, I've looked back and there was like one or two other kids who were actually making content, but they weren't speaking up about that shit. I was hella vocal. I was telling the teacher, we put the videos on in class. They tried to embarrass me with the videos on in class, all sort of stuff. I was the YouTube kid, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My energy was very similar back then. I'm a very outgoing kind of person. I definitely wasn't afraid to tell you about what I was doing on the internet and stuff. And but it is becoming more and more just like a regular thing. It's like every little kid right now wants to be a YouTuber. They don't even watch TV hardly anymore. All they do is watch YouTube. We're basically at the crossroads. We've been at the crossroads for a while of two different kind of eras actually combining, and the knowledge gap kind of actually catching up, where everybody's aware of what this YouTube platform is. It's hit scale, and people are running with it, and your 10-year-old son has a platform with 2,000 people. Literally, in a decade, your son will be my age, which is still fucking ridiculously young, and I can't even imagine what his platform will look like by the time he's my age. So YouTube is a phenomenal place for everybody.
Yeah, most definitely. It's awesome. Like the same thing you just said. I know you want to wrap it up, but quickly.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was passing to you to do your wrap up.
Yeah, when my son basically started the YouTube, I thought he's the only YouTuber in the school.
Yeah.
And then he's doing YouTube for a couple of months.
Yep.
And I think when we got first 100 subscribers, we started to kind of promote it, and we even have little business cards,
I love it. That's great, man. I always had business cards when I was 15.
Some company.
Yeah. No. Hey, no. That's the mindset, though, man. Seriously, you got a phenomenal mindset for it, man.
So my wife still has the cards in her wallet, and sometimes she gives some kid too, like whatever, sometimes.
I love it, man.
But the point is, my son is kind of funny about it a little bit, like for some reason. Like, he doesn't like to do that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like, he doesn't mind to say it on his stream, subscribe to my channel. But he feels kind of embarrassed almost in the way. To give the cards. Even he has a nice channel.
Yeah. That's a natural kid thing, man. That's a natural kid thing. Much more kids are like that than are not. Like, trust me. That's a really regular kid thing.
Yeah, so basically when we started to give this couple of people in school, and then we find out that there is other kids like, oh, this guy has channel. This guy, like, what?
Yeah. It's regular thing. It's a regular thing, man. I don't know what kids grew up dreaming of being when they were, back in the 90s, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a fireman, an astronaut, all that shit. But you can rest assured that stuff is out the fucking window, and every kid wants to be a YouTuber now. And there's no two ways around it.
Definitely. And not only that, but also just to wrap it up quickly with one statement.
Totally.
Like basically this mindset also for people who think they're gonna just survive in regular 8 to 5. Yeah. Unfortunately, this entire era is ending because meaning, there is machines replacing us, software. So if you're just counting that, you're gonna do there is gonna be people who are gonna survive this era.
Yep.
But there is also gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be hurt, unfortunately. If you're not trying to think in 2019, like 2019 is here.
Yep.
And I'm not a big shot or whatever because my channel is just newborn baby.
No, so but thank you, Jack, everything you're saying about the mindset is 100% correct, though.
Yeah, because they predicting. I mean, of course, the Wall Street Journal and one of those papers are not gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
But people who are kind of more into the what's actually going on, they predicting that, for example, in US, 30 to 40% of people are gonna lose job within the next 15 years. Can you imagine?
That's half the jobs. That's closer to half the jobs. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. So if you're thinking exactly.
Yeah. And that right there is literally just the internet age catching up. Really. Gary, like, we'll end on Gary. We'll end on Gary, right?
Sure, yeah.
Get like this complements that very well. Gary said the fucking internet is gonna kill everybody's job. It just killed the taxis first.
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And
I agree.
That's the game, man. Literally, that's why when I spotted this internet shit when I was maybe 11 years old, whatever, and I saw that there were YouTubers who were making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands.
And you're like, what?
Yeah, doing something that I could do. I looked at that and I said, I can do that 100%. And I can go all the way with that right there. And, you know, it's been history ever since, my man. And that's a wonderful way to wrap up. Christoph, Video Motivators. It was phenomenal to have you on the podcast, my man. The 3rd ever episode of the Make Money Maker Videos podcast. Tell everybody where to find you. The links to your channel and everything will be down below in the description.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's Video Motivators. But if you actually want to check the channel that is a little bigger and more developed than mine, it would be my son's channel, which is Chris GTX Videos. Name Chris and then capital GTX Videos, no spaces. So that's like more build-up channel than mine, but I'm going to work on mine as well. So it's going to be better soon.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Christoph.
So thank you, Jack. Thank you so much. This was actually a pleasure. And my wife was kind of funny today in the morning. She says, so how long is this going to be? I'm like, well, I don't know. What time is it? Wow, it's already an hour.
Yeah.
So my wife says how long this is going to be. And I told her approximately. I said, well, between 30 minutes and an hour.
Yep.
And she says to me, because I'm always talking about YouTube.
Yep.
You know, I serve her the coffee and I'm like, you know what happened today?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah, I know YouTube.
Yeah.
So basically she can handle me no more.
Yeah, I hear you. She's like, finally you found somebody else to talk to about this fucking shit.
So the funny part is I said it's gonna be between 30 minutes and an hour. She says, and you're gonna know what to talk for an hour? I'm like, about YouTube? What do you mean?
I hear you, man.
Anyways,
we hit it, bro.
Thank you so much. You're really awesome, man. Definitely, you know, guys, if somebody is watching this who is not subscribed to his channel, Jack is like, you gotta be there. You gotta, be there. He's actually helping a lot of small YouTubers like us, and I'm sure you guys. So I appreciate it so much. Great opportunity to be here, and I don't take it for granted. I'm really grateful for,
I feel that.
Shot, basically. And also happy to be in your channel generally.
Yeah,
it's such
definitely.
A blessing.
And it's a pleasure to have you, my man, for real. This is a wonderful hour. Definitely, I learned a little bit more about you. Hopefully, the people got some really good content. I felt like we touched on some very good topics right there, my friend. And
I hope so.
That's it. Make Money Making Videos number 3, over.